this Tuesday, April 19th, 2016. It is now 4:33. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence after? Thank you on that. And we have a roll call on the commissioners.
So Presley?
Here.
Casperkey?
Here.
Navejas?
Here.
Myrick?
Here.
Hopper?
Here, all five are present. Welcome, Ms. Bennett. Okay, number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications.
None were received.
All right, number 5 are minutes for March 15, 2016 and April 5th, 2016.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes for March 15th, 2016 and April 5th, 2016 for the Redevelopment Commission. I second that.
We have a motion and a second in our March 15, 2016 minutes and April 5th, 2016 minutes. Is there any additions or corrections to these minutes? Since there is none, roll call on the minutes, please.
So Presley?
Yes.
Casperkey?
Yes.
Navejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Hopper?
Yes. Motion passes 5 yes. Okay, number 6, homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. Looks like we might have 3 applicants.
Yeah, they are all here as well.
They'd like to stand and come forward. Some of the commissioners here usually just got a few basic questions for you. If you just like to introduce yourself one at a time.
We'll start with Maria. Maria, you want to introduce yourself and how you heard about the program?
My name is Maria Medina. I had the program from my teacher.
School teacher?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. I apologize.
My name is Maria Medina. I heard about the program from my teacher.
She heard it from her teacher.
Joel Hesterman. Basically heard about it through being a lifelong resident of Hammond. Went to St. John Bosco and Bishop Knoll. And you're a football coach, right, Coach Wally?
Sure.
That's what I thought. So, yeah, we love Hammond, so we're here to stay.
Happy to have you.
Hi, my name is Dionisio Campos. We were actually looking I live in Joliet, Illinois, and we were looking for a home in Lansing, Illinois. And our realtor, who is from Highland, who also has a license in Illinois, just mentioned by chance, Hammond has a homebound. I actually mentioned that I was born in Hammond, and he's like, well, Hammond has a homebound program, and that's how we came to, that's where we are now.
May we ask who's your realtor?
Sure, his name is Brian Durkin out of Highland, Colwell Banker.
Well, I work for Coa Bank, and I know almost everybody in that office, but I don't know him.
Yeah, yeah. Like I say, he's new. He was from Illinois. He bought a home in Munster and then became licensed in Indiana, and so we went from Lansing, Illinois, to Hammond.
Well, we appreciate you moving one more step over, not
Yes.
ending up in Lansing.
I took the South Shore line today from downtown Chicago for the first time. It was a great ride. So.
Are of the 3 of you, how many are first-time home buyers? Any? All 3 are first-time home buyers. Very nice. Congratulations.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for the 3 applicants.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for the three applicants that are present tonight. If there's no further questions or discussion, roll call.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Ricky?
Yes.
Rivera?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Hopper?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations, welcome.
Good luck, welcome.
Okay, moving along, number 7, approval of agreement between United Neighborhoods, Inc. and the Hammond Redevelopment Commission for 824 Wilcox.
Good afternoon. You should have had in your package the agreement agreement between United Neighborhoods, Inc. and the Hammond Redevelopment Commission for work to be completed on an NSP property located at 824 Wilcox. The amount that is included in the contract, the $117,733.20, includes the rehab cost of $98,111.20, plus an additional 20%, and the 20% would cover any cost overruns and soft costs associated with the rehab costs, such as the exterior maintenance of the property, shoveling snow, cutting grass, gas and electric, security, and things of that nature.
Well, you already know what my question's gonna be, right? I ask you the same one every time we do this. Define the acronym, SHOTO.
Oh, boy, and you got me, I'm gonna have to cheat and look, no. Community Housing Organization,
Development Organization.
Development Organization.
I'm sorry, Dennis.
I gotta write the CHOTO out is what I have to do, so I know what letters go in which place.
He does say Choto though, very well though.
Yeah,
Choto,
No,
just like ICTA, I'm getting used to say ICTA quite a bit.
If there's no other questions, Mr. President, I move we approve the agreement between United Neighborhoods, Inc. and the Hammond Redevelopment Commission for 824 Wilcox, including Greg's Choto.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the agreement between United Neighborhoods, Inc. and the Hammond Redevelopment Commission for 824 Wilcox. If there's no further discussion, roll call.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Ricky?
Yes.
Rivera?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Hopper?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, number 8, Resolution 2-2016 for the fire station project.
Commissioners, you may recall a few months back, we approved a design contract with a group for the construction of a new fire station in Hessville. We are now moving forward with the next portion, which is this resolution, which essentially authorizes us to enter into an agreement for the construction of the fire station. Also pledges increment from the gateway allocation area to pay for the construction of the fire station. However, I want you to keep in mind that this resolution is in front of redevelopment because we are pledging tax increment for it. However, the project itself will mainly be put through the Hammond City Council. They'll be kind of overseeing the financing agreement for the project, and on Monday at the council meeting, they also will have a resolution that needs to be approved for this specific project. Any questions?
What's the timeline?
I think it'll depend on how quickly the city council approves the agreement, but if using my best guesstimate right now, I would say that Construction could probably begin sometime in June, if all goes according to plan. And I would think it would be completed sometime in the fall of this year.
That's quick.
Yeah, I don't think it would take too much longer than that.
So we are simplifying here. We're approving a tax increment or possibility, but the city council is going to take on such responsibilities?
Because we're the redevelopment commission, technically the allocation area, redevelopment area is overseen by the redevelopment commissioners. We're approving the resolution authorizing tax increment from the gateway allocation area to be used for the fire station project, but the actual design and installment contract will go in front of the Hammond City Council. So yes, you were correct. I'm just saying it longer.
Anybody else, any questions? Mr. President, I move that we approve Resolution 2-2016 for the fire station.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for Resolution 2-2016 for the fire station project. If there's no more questions or discussion on the fire station, roll call, please.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Hesperky?
Yes.
Navejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Hopper?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes.
Thank you, commissioners.
You're welcome.
Okay, number 9, approval of blight elimination program, promissory notes, demands, and mortgages. We have 838 Carroll, 908 Bauer, 909 Bauer, 913 Bauer, 5658 Walter, 4614 Cameron, and 4615 Johnson, and 4138 Hickory.
On your, in front of you, there's also additional documentation for the property located at 842 Willow.
What is it?
842 Willow.
At 842 Willow. I'd be asking to be included in approval as well. This is for the blight elimination program that HRC is a partner with the city as well as United Neighborhoods, Inc. for selection of properties and approval through the state. ICTA, as Mr. Radowski has already referenced, for approval into blight elimination. These are funds that are then expended by United Neighborhoods through the partnership with the city and HRC, and then are submitted through the ICTA provisions of the BEP program for reimbursement back to the city for any of the costs that are expended. So this is demolishing properties, quite frankly, on a state grant. And there's been prior properties that you have approved. These is the first group of mortgages, notes, and demands after the initial properties were approved previously, and is going to obviously move forward in a large sum being reimbursed to the city for the demolitions of these properties, most of which will be happening here in about the next 30 days.
Is the cost per demolition $25,000? Do we know that? Or
No, not even close, quite frankly, for most. The maximum award on a residential, these are all residential homes in the 2nd and 3rd district, the maximum is $25,000. So with the mortgage that is required to be signed on the property, is basically laying out that this is setting forth a reimbursement program whereby the city must reimburse the funds to ICTA if they receive any net proceeds from any sale. Most of these properties are acquired. They're on the demo list. There are other properties that have been identified by the BEP committee, have been acquired. In fact, of the properties sitting in front of you, 5 of these were purchased through tax sale, or a commissioner's sale, I should clarify. So the mortgage is up to the maximum of that 25. Whatever portion is used by the city for acquisition, demolition, and then greening fees on the other side, it is up to a maximum of $25,000 that will be reimbursed. So it's reimbursed penny for penny in the under acquisition costs, title fees, attorney fees, you name it, demolition fees, etc., up to this maximum of 25. Like I said, however, if on the back end the property was sold and there were proceeds to the city, they would have to be paid back to the state. So most demos, I would say for the most part, somewhere between 10, 12,000. Sometimes a little bit higher depending upon underground structures, soil conditions, that kind of thing. But for the most part, they are going to fall well under this 25,000. So in that sense, it is no cost to the city, to HRC, or to United Neighborhoods, Inc. For working through this program. The definite bonus, and the 615,000 that's in the grant to the city, obviously the hope is to use up as much of that as possible.
Thank you.
So this is the, from the state of Indiana, this is not the federal grant that they gave to
It's a federal grant that's been given to each state, and then it's run by the states through ICTA. And so it's Department of Treasury that actually is where the money's originally coming from, but then the state determines all approvals for purposes of the cities, the properties, the specific action being taken on each one. It's itemized, and that is all run through the city on how they disperse those funds. I'm sorry, run through the states on how they disperse those funds.
Okay. Mr. President, if there's not any other questions, I would like to make a recommendation for approval of the blight elimination program, promissory notes, demands, and mortgages for the nine properties.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second to approval of the blight elimination program, promissory notes, demands, and mortgages for the 9 properties that are listed. There's no more discussion. Roll call, please.
Soto Presley?
Yes.
Hesperky?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Hawkins?
Yes. Motion passes 5 yes. Thank you, Ms. Bennett, on that.
Thank you.
Okay, number 10, our reports.
Commissioners,
Ron, if you'd like to share anything?
sure. There is one event this Saturday, April 23rd, from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Gene Shepherd Center. It is a Lake Area United Way fundraiser dodgeball tournament. If you would like to stop by and come out and see people throwing balls at each other, there'll be quite a few folks that'll be there that you know, including myself. I've been on the committee for this specific fundraiser, and we're looking forward to having some fun and raising some money for a very good cause for the Lake Area United Way. Besides that, I'd be happy to take any questions that you may have.
What is going on, if anything, Seoul, and what is that, Hoffman, the old Queen Anne plant? Looks like there's some sort of something going on.
That is us allowing the demolition contractor for the J.C. Penney to use that site as a lay-down area temporarily. So by the end of the J.C. Penney demolition project, everything that they put on that property will be removed. So good question.
Did we own, I assume we own that property?
We do.
Define lay-down area. What?
It's a spot for them to take some of the materials that they're removing from the building, and then obviously put them all into a big pile, bring in a larger truck, and then remove them all at once. So they're essentially just using it as extra space for the project, so they don't have to wait for a truck to come back, for example. You can take it to a close area, which this is very close to the J.C. Penney site, and drop it off, and then it lets them keep moving efficiently on the project. Does that make sense?
J.C. Penney was pretty much down the girders. I can't imagine it being much longer. I mean, I don't know what, like to say, but it seems like it's moving fast.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's pretty close to, where they're going to take down the steel, and it shouldn't be that much longer before it's completely gone.
Did they have to do some environmental at that site as well?
Well, they did that first.
They did it first.
All the abatement and everything was done prior to the actual demolition starting. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Phil. Okay, number 11, bills, register of claims.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to pay the register of claims for March 24th through April 14th. Register of claims number R53200 through R53295.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the register of claims for March 24th, 2016 through April 4th, 2016. Claims R53200 through R53295. Is there any question or discussion on these claims? Okay, then roll call on the claims.
Soto Presley? Yes. Keswick?
Yes.
Navejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Tallbridge?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Okay, number 12, new and unfinished business. I do have one thing to bring up. Our May 3rd meeting is election day, so if you guys don't mind entertaining the thought of switching it over to May 5th, Thursday. I don't know if that works for everybody.
I need to look at the calendar, wait a minute.
Sure.
May 3rd meeting to May 5th?
Yeah.
Make it.
Okay.
I would probably have trouble with May 5th, but
Yeah.
don't base it on me, but I might have trouble with May 5th. And by the way, it's Cinco de Mayo is the reason I say that.
Okay.
Monday, can we meet the
Monday?
day before?
You say May 5th, I think you
Oh, is it a council meeting? Yeah.
Yeah, Monday's kind of rough.
Okay.
What?
Wednesday might be kind of bad for me.
We gotta pick a day.
Does it have to be that week? I mean, is there any bylaw thing that it has to be that week?
It's definitely not a bylaw, it's just a matter of the bills is usually the most important aspect of having a meeting every other week. And homebound, correct.
Monday doesn't take long to set up your poll. Okay, I'm good for any day.
Yeah, whatever, I'm fine.
Monday's
Well,
good.
I mean, if you pick Thursday and I miss, I mean,
I'll make it Thursday.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah, as long as we have 3
Cinco de Mayo,
commissioners, that's the key, obviously.
Is the mayor's thing on Saturday, or is it at actual day?
No, it's on that day, but I don't think it begins at 4:30. I think
I
we'd
think it
probably
doesn't
even be
start till
completed
5.
before the event began.
But I have an appointment at 3:30. I don't know that I'll make it back by 4:30.
Doesn't it sound like it'd be better if it was on Monday? I mean, how long can it take?
All right, then I'm okay with Monday.
Monday, there's a council meeting, is that okay?
May 9th or May 2nd? Which day?
Oh, the 2nd.
The 2nd.
As long as there's no conflict with this building at that time, you know.
Well, there's not a council meeting until May
Till the
9th. May 2nd, there's nothing here.
Okay. So, that would be May 2nd on Monday at 4:30.
Yeah.
You need a motion on that?
No, it's an open day. I'd like to make a motion to switch our May 3rd redevelopment meeting to May 2nd, which would be a Monday at 4:30.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. We're switching the May 3rd redevelopment meeting to May 2nd on Monday, same time at 4:30 though. Roll call on that.
Soto Presley? Yes. Keswick?
Yes.
Navejas?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Tallbridge?
Yes. Motion passes, 5 yes. Thank you, adjourn, I'd just like to recognize Councilwoman at Large, Janet Vaness. Thank you for coming out. All right, number 14.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by saying aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting adjourned.